What's going on, guys? What's cracking out here in the garage today? And today we're going to be sealing up Kat's car. We're going to be doing POR15 as it's called. I'm going to kind of go a little bit in depth and show you guys what you need to do in case you cut the fenders of your car, you have any bare metal, and you want to make sure it never rusts again. Also watching my boy out here spooling up performance. He's got his new Mazda 3 built, all done up and fucking going bad car. You're driving it in the snow. Would never drive that car in the snow. It's way too nice after being built. But I get the problem here. You want to drive the damn thing because it's like, dude, I can't hold it anymore. I can't wait any longer. I don't blame you at all, bro. I'd want to drive the damn thing too. So I digress. Let's get back to the video. Okay, guys, what we're going to be doing today is the POR15 rust kit. So what this kit comes with is everything you see here. Only thing it doesn't come with is that there. So let's go ahead and remove that. But it comes actually with gloves, both the brushes that you'll need, and it comes with the applicator. So you got a cleaner, degreaser here. We've got our metal prep, and then we've got our extra POR15 material, which is a black substance. Almost looks like a bedliner style material when it goes on, but it's self-leveling too, which is really nice. The whole reason we're doing this today is I've cut the rear fenders or the rear quarters on my wife's Supra. So I went ahead and sanded this down. I've got a couple little pieces, I think, like stragglers here. I can feel there's some stragglers there. I might have to look right there. Can't be having that before we do it. Get rid of any of that stuff as I can. But I'm gonna hit this up a little bit more and clean the edges up as best I can. And then after that, I'm gonna apply the POR15, show you how to put the degreaser on, and we'll go from there. So the first step here is the cleaner and degreaser. Now, unlike other people, and unlike for my situation, I only need to do the inside edge of this lip. So to keep it controlled, I'm going to use this rag here to clean and degrease everything. I'm going to keep applying it over and over and over again. Usually put a sprayer, put this in a spray bottle, and keep it wet. And you're supposed to keep it as wet as possible. Now here's the biggest problem I'm going to have, unfortunately, is you're then supposed to rinse it off with water. So I'm going to have to get a rag and wipe this all down because I can't just spray water in there like it's a bare metal surface that's like out in the open here. So it's a little bit different for me, but what you need to do first is apply this. It takes 15 minutes, keep it wet for 15 minutes. Then you move on to the next step, and that next step is to rinse it all down. Then after that, you put the next step on, which is the prep cleaner, which you keep on for 15 minutes, keep it wet as possible. Then wet that down, get all that off, and then you apply the POR15. So I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this down here real quick and get every bit of dirt off I can. All right, guys, next up, we're gonna use the metal prep here. Again, you're gonna put this on for about 15 minutes and make sure it's wet as possible. I already went ahead and removed the old prep from the degreaser, wet that all down with water, got that off, let it dry. Now I need to do this. Now for this, you need to make sure it stays wet and do not let it dry. So keep it as wet as possible, and then when you're done, take a get a wet rag, or whatever you need to, or rinse it down with water as fast as you can. When you're done, if it does have a white or a chalky look to it, that's completely normal. Do not freak out. It'll have most likely a white chalky look to any bare metal surfaces. This is just, it's stripping out any type of debris, anything else in it. So go ahead and start wiping that down, or get it in a spray bottle and spray the bare metal areas. And then next up, we get to actually apply the POR15 itself. And the last step, we're actually gonna apply the POR15 itself. It comes with this little brush inside. You guys need to be very liberal with it. You wanna do 2 light coats. If not, it won't self-level. For my case, it doesn't really matter. I want it to be on there fully and thick, so I can get it on there as best as possible. I've got a nice bright light so I can check it all, but you're gonna take this, pry the top off. I haven't pried it off yet because this will dry. So, you know, once you use it, you need to put the lid back on, make sure everything's tightened up, or pour this into something else because you don't want what you have in here to go bad. This little container will do a lot too, by the way. Watch a couple videos, guys doing half a frame with that little can. So you guys don't need to put a ton on, just an FYI, especially if you're doing this. That little can should last you for at least 10 cars. If those guys are using it for half a frame, and that's putting 2 coats of it on. So that gives you some little up to date, but now let's go ahead and apply some. All right, guys, so I'm done coating now. It's gonna be hard to see here, obviously, because it's dark in here, but this is nice and almost like smooth now because it's so thick. It actually goes on really, really nice. And I might put one more layer right here because this still feels a little like, a little more than I'd like it to be. And that's on the inside, but it definitely coats it well, and I'm not worried about this rusting out now. But yeah, I'm happy with it. I waited when I did it too, guys, just a little FYI. I gave it about 6 hours in between coats like it said. So I did 1 coat, waited 6 hours, did another coat, waited 6 hours, and then I did a 3rd coat. I did 3 total just because, well, I felt that was the proper way of doing it. Yeah, I think it's gonna be all, I think it should be pretty rust proof if my camera wants to focus here. When all said and done. Now they're probably gonna get some, they're gonna probably wrap under this some with the paint. They're gonna have to like go under with it some. So curious how it's gonna all look when done. Travis has signed off on everything. So we're pretty good there, guys. All right, guys, so we got BB here.
What's up?
We're getting the glass out. So the passenger side's out, but just for a test. So we're gonna go over, I'll let BB talk here how we're gonna remove this or what the proper way is to go about it.
Well, it helps if the window was down, which we could put it down a little bit, but there is access points to get to everything. You got a 12 millimeter here and a 12 millimeter here in this oblong hole. That's your glass stop. When you go to put the window up, that limits the travel of the window. You're gonna start by removing those, and they are 2 12s. So taking them out.
And what he means by the glass is down, because technically this piece of trim should be off. Right now this trim is actually applying a little bit of pressure. It makes it a little bit harder to get off. Now when we take this one off over there, I'll be able to show you guys, or we can just show you on this one. That glass, that little piece is giving pressure because it's to keep water from going down in. You have drains in the bottom of your door, but it's supposed to help keep it a little bit of water out.
So there's one of them. That's your window stop.
Okay.
So we'll take the other one out. Put the socket in there, right?
This is why I wanted to show it the second time, because the first time you're always trying to figure out what to do. So that's your second window stop, correct, BB?
Yep.
Okay.
And now we have a 12 on the window regulator in this center hole.
So I see it up there. Should be 2 of them, correct?
Yes, and there'll be one down here.
Okay.
By the cable, and one through this hole here. So 3 12 millimeters that hold the window itself on.
Is everything a 12 for all of this, BB?
No, you'll have 2 10s that hold, hard to see, but if you show them in the baggie,
okay.
There's that blue rubber thing that bolts to the window.
Ah, those are 10s.
Which sits on the stop.
Gotcha.
So pop these out here.
And guys, if this is a little tedious or long, I wanted to show you all of this because I know me personally, I want to see how to take this glass out so I can use this for future notice, and like we know to put it back in the proper manner. So if you guys want to, go ahead and skip ahead, but I want to make sure we have all of this shown. Hey, it fell out. That's a good sign.
Got one of them loose. And just use an extra hand to hold the window, being we took the stops out.
Jared's here too. Jared, would you like to get on the other side there and try and hold it for me, brother? Yep, you got it. By the way, guys, if they're a smell-o-vision right now, the 2 of them, I'm pretty sure are going out on a date right now because they smell so nice.
Right now.
Oh, backfire. You can see one of the blue stomps there.
Yeah. Actually, it worked out nice for the driver's side. So on the passenger side, I had to remove...
Guys, hold on. Just so you know, I just shit my pants.
I can smell it.
Okay, great.
It smells like death.
It smells like death, correct.
Anyway, the passenger side glass, I'm not sure why, just maybe the weather stripping was in the way, but I removed this rubber stop just so I could get it to come out. But it looks like if Jared pulls it up, it should come out pretty freely. And there you go. Man, damn.
I'm sorry, guys. My bad. That's my bad. All right, guys. Next up, we have this strip right here. So what do we have to remove on it, BB?
You have a Phillips screw here through this oblong hole, and the same down here. Just know you can see it just by the mirror, where the mirror would be.
I don't think this one's been taken off, so that one popped off really easily. So this would be a testament if I don't think this one's ever been removed. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna get an impact and you let that. All right, guys. So we gotta take the Phillips head screwdriver here.
Be careful. They might be tight. Just be gentle with them. It is a Phillips.
Yeah,
you strip that out,
you're gonna have a bad time. I was just telling BB, I absolutely despise when manufacturers use any type of bolt, like threaded bolt style with a Phillips head. I hated that on my MR2. Now see, now look. Yeah, this side definitely hasn't been off. Now there's clips in there, I think.
Just be gentle with her.
There it goes.
Yeah, there's clips. So be careful when you...
Yeah, all the clips are good too. BB, the man, the myth, the legend.
Okay, so now guys, like, clip here, when you go to reinstall, there's spots in the door. So you're gonna wanna kind of go in at it at an angle.
Ah, okay, I see that. And then it just clips in like that.
At the same time, you'd have to get it up over the edge of the body.
And then slide it down.
And make sure everything's in the...
Perfect.
Perfect.
There goes a sight from my soul.